displaying the glory of God's creation by visiting every state park, national park, and national forest in the contiguous 48 states. Welcome to Parking Full Time with Big Dave the Parker. First hole, 270 feet, par 3. I want to welcome you back to Parking Full Time. I am Big Dave the Parker. We are at Hitzman-Optimist Park on the east side of Pensacola, Florida. This is a small neighborhood park, and it has a nice 9-hole disc golf course. It plays through what looks like a pine planting, as you can see here. Very nice setting for this course. There's the first basket up ahead. There's the view from behind the basket back to the first tee. Second hole, 215 feet, par 3. Every hole on this course is a par 3. There's this little stand of trees directly between the tee and the basket. So you have to go around that stand of trees, either to the right or to the left. Either direction will work on this hole. The area around the basket is pretty open, so if you can get a good throw for your first throw, this should be a birdie opportunity. There's the view back to the tee. Third hole, 260 feet. There is a fence off to the left that protects private property, and so probably on this hole the best idea is to bring your disc in from the right. There is a decent bit of room over here to the right. Again, there are a nice smattering of trees here, so you have to be careful where you flight your disc. Overall on this course, the lines are fairly tight, so this course demands some precision, in addition to a little bit of distance, but none of the holes are real long. Fourth hole, 275 feet. A lot of these holes are fairly similar in terms of distance and also in terms of scenery, just general feel. But because of all of the trees, again, this is probably an old pine planting, the trees tend to be in kind of a row and column configuration, although that's not immediately obvious because a lot of these holes don't play directly up and down the rows or the columns. They play kind of diagonally. There's the fourth basket. And the view back to the tee. Fifth hole, 330 feet. This is the longest hole on this course, albeit nominally so. There is this stand of trees directly between the tee and the basket, so you'll have to work your disc in from the right or curve it in from the left. In general, even though a lot of these holes have similar distance and feel, this course does do a pretty good job of forcing you to shape your disc, either in from the right or in from the left. In some cases you get to choose. In some cases one way is clearly better than the other. So even though this course is fairly short, it also does require you to maneuver your disc a little bit. There's the view back to the tee from behind the fifth hole. Hole number 6, 310 feet. This hole plays into the very southeast corner of the park. This is a really small park. Honestly, when I drove in here, I thought there's no way there could be a decent disc golf course at this park. But there is. The designers did a very good job of working with the space and also the obstacles they had to work with, in my opinion. There aren't any filler holes, there aren't any duplication of routing or any kind of gimmicks to try to make more holes than they had space for. So I like this course despite its short length and its somewhat pedestrian feel. There's the view back to the tee. Seventh hole is 270 feet, and this is one of the few holes that does play due west, and so therefore it plays right down one of the rows in the pine planting. And so here the fairway's a little bit wider, and it becomes a little more obvious that this is in fact a tree planting here, with the rows and the columns. The athletic field behind the basket, by the way, is out of bounds. There's the seventh basket and the view back to the tee. Eighth hole is 215 feet. It's one of the shortest holes on the course, there are a couple of trees that make for kind of a tight chute directly in front of the tee. But after that, this hole really opens up. And so if you can get through those trees, this should be a good birdie opportunity. I captured this video, by the way, on Tuesday, February the 7th, and the temperature was 62 degrees when I walked about this course. There's the view back to the tee. Ninth and final hole is 300 feet. There's a developed playground and developed area of the park up here and to the left. In general, this disc golf course stays away from the developed areas of the park, and this is a heavily used park, both in the playground and also on the disc golf course. I saw 3 other groups when I was out here. Since this is the last hole, I do want to thank you for watching. Parking full-time would not be anything without the people who watch. I realize that every day, and I thank you every day. There's the 9th basket. If you like this sort of thing, please click the thumbs up button. And if you really like this sort of thing, please click the subscribe button. That encourages me to bring more of these videos your way and helps other people to find these videos. That's the end of this course. Thank you for watching. Take care, and Lord bless.